What's up guys, I'm Chris and today you're watching a magic review on the Magician's Organizer by TCC. Welcome to the channel and thanks for tuning in. Please consider subscribing. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment on any questions that you have about the product I'm reviewing or anything you'd like to see in the future. Let me know your thoughts. Also, don't forget to click that notification bell so you don't miss a video or a review. What is the Magician's Organizer? So this is a carrying case that has been divided into sections so you're able to organize your stuff. You could take this to your strolling events or to your close-up shows. I personally am going to use this as kind of a practice prop, as I have my close-up case by TCC that I take to my close-up and walk-around events. So the outside is made of, I think it's a vinyl. It looks like leather, but it's not leather. At the same time, it doesn't feel cheap or like a cheap plastic. So it is whatever it is. It feels to be well made. It has kind of a foam underlay, so you have some added protection there. And let's open it up. So inside you have, it's like a velvet on the inside. So I suppose you could use that as kind of a close-up area, and it's also the same color of black as like your black art. And then you get a miniature close-up pad, so that's nice. And then inside you have your storage. So I have a few decks of cards, and then I'll try to lift this up. I got some sponge balls down here, some markers, my mental dice, a mental die, a thumb tip. But anyway, and some coins down here. I'll take these out so I can kind of lift things up for you. And actually this comes out too, so you can just take this out. There's kind of a better view of the storage area. And then underneath that is also this black type of velvet. So nice little area to keep all of your props, and then a nice mini close-up pad. I'm just going to add this in case the other clips weren't very good at showing kind of the inside. So you open it up, you have a velvet kind of fabric on top, and that's also on the bottom under the organizer. I'm not going to take the organizer out this time. Here's your close-up pad, and then here's kind of what the inside looks like, the better view. So that's what I have set in mind. Alright, so what's the quality on this? The outside of it, like I mentioned, it doesn't feel like a cheap material, so I think that this is gonna last. And then inside all of the different sections, they're very sturdy, firm, put together well. There's some stitching throughout. It's all good. I think overall, like, I don't have anything bad to say about the quality of this. I think it's a nice piece and it's gonna last. This is gonna be a short video because this is a prop, so there's not a lot of things to go over. No angles, no setup, none of that. The price on this, so you can pick this up from TCC's website, and it is $80. I bought this on Kickstarter, so I forget what I paid, but it would have been a lot less. So I encourage those who are interested or enjoy TCC products to always back their products on Kickstarter. One of the reasons that I do is that their products always get funded, and if you do that, or if you go that route, you are going to get a heavy discount. For me, I know that I'm going to be buying these things anyway, so I'd rather get them for less. Who would use this, and is it a worker? I think anybody, any magician would use this. You can store a close-up show in here, or it just, if you're working on certain things or certain routines at home and you kind of want to keep those things that you're working on together, then this is a good place to store them while you're doing that. And then on top of that, you have the close-up pad. So, you know, I'm going to use this for practice, but it'll also be good for, you know, taking along with you if you want to carry some extra things, or if you're doing a strolling event, close-up show. You can pack pretty much everything you need in here. With that said, I would say that this is a working prop. It's going to be good to take with you. It looks good. It looks professional. Looks like a mini briefcase almost. And then also, if you find yourself like on the spot in an impromptu type situation, this doesn't take up much space, right? So rather than talking pocket space as we do with most reviews, we'll just talk space in general. This is small, right? Like, this can fit in a lot of places. Throw it in the car, throw it in your backpack. take it along with you with your magician's table, and you know, you have a small little performing area right here. You could take the organizer out, have that, you know, set aside, and then you put the close-up pad here. And you know, then you also have the case, which has the black art felt inside. So, you know, I'm sure that you can find lots of situations to use this. Is it worth your money? So we'll have to go based on the $80, which it retails for. I'd say that this is overall a very well-made product. The fact that you get the close-up pad included, I think, justifies the price more. It is very nice. It's put together well. You can carry quite a bit of stuff in it. So, you know, I have 5 decks of cards in here. If you don't need to carry 5 decks of cards, then you can use any of these spaces for anything else. Now, I should say the divided areas are in there, like they don't come out, so you can't customize it. However, I think TCC has designed this very well in the way that they, you know, have this laid out, so fits cards nicely, your markers or anything like that, any paddles, or you know, you name it. And then your smaller sections, coins, dice, whatever, thumb tip. So I think it is put together well. The close-up pad is nice. Overall, this is a nice piece. I would say it is worth the price. But again, if you think that the price is too high, I encourage you to back the products on Kickstarter, because you will get them for a lot less. And pros and cons. Kind of went over all the pros. I think it's a nice piece. And then the cons, there aren't really negatives that I can think of, aside from it would have been nice, I think, to have a little mirror included. So since I'll be using this as kind of a performance, or not performance, as a practice prop, it would have been nice to have a mirror that's about the size of this, so that, you know, I could prop that up, have the close-up pad out, and then I could see what I'm doing. Or, you know, like there's the 3-way mirrors. Even if this had 2 mirrors, and you could set that in front of you with your close-up pad here, so you could kind of see what you're doing, get some different angles. That would have been nice, but I can't really give that a negative. That's just something that I would have added to it if, you know, I had manufactured this. But again, with additional features comes a bigger price tag. So if you want additional things, then I guess be prepared to spend the extra money. I'm sure that I can find a mirror that'll fit there just fine at no extra cost. So again, it's not a negative, it's just something that I personally would have liked to see, because that's kind of how I'm going to use it. So with that said, short video, but I think I covered as much as I could on this. If you have any questions, just ask in the comments, and I will get back to you as soon as possible with the best possible answer that I can give. With that said, we'll see you at the next review.